Hello, you beautiful people. I'm Michael Botts, and today is part 2 of how to stick to it. And the reason you show up here is because you know there's more, and you're ready to stick to it in a new way. Look, you were born genius. You were born epic. You were born to change the world in a way that only you can change the world. After you're done being here, the world can never be changed the way that you can change it. And you're born with this awesomeness and this confidence and this certainty, and you're walking down the beach of I am enough. You're learning to walk with all the problems of learning to walk, and you still did it. You're learning to talk with all the problems of learning to talk, but you still did it without being frustrated, without being discouraged, without, getting mad at yourself, pushing away dinner, staying awake at night. And then you learn to eat fabulously with all the slobber and all the messes and everything. And you still learn to eat. You still succeeded at walking, talking, and eating without all the drama. But then you get caught in the riptide of life off the beach of I am enough, down out into the ocean of am I enough. And in am I enough, you're still trying to succeed, but now you have disappointment and frustration and depression and discouragement and worried about rejection. All this happens when you're in the ocean of am I enough. And as you start to succeed less, and it gets harder to succeed, you start asking the question, what's wrong with me? And I've got good news. There's nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you. You are only in the ocean of am I enough? Now, people hire me when they want to get out of the ocean of am I enough. Because what I do is I grab you, I drag you out of the ocean of am I enough, back up onto the beach of I am enough. And I start to resuscitate you. And you spew out doubt. You spew out fear. You spew out limiting beliefs. And you start to take these breaths of confidence, of certainty, of boldness. And you get up, and I turn you down the path of success. And you start to sprint down the path of success. Now, what do we know about the path of success? It is paved with gratitude. So I want us all to start with gratitude. This is how it should sound. I want you to type this in, okay? I am grateful for the amazing rain that we had yesterday. I have double doors in my bedroom. I opened them up and I just laid on my bed and listened and watched the rain. It was fantastic. Michelle says, I'm grateful for dinner at my children's house today. I'm proud that they have grown into fine adults, and I am enough. Good job, Michelle. And I'm proud of the fact that I own a house that kept most of the water away. There was a lot of water yesterday. A little bit got in, but we fixed that. But I'm proud of the fact that I have a place to live and a safe place to be in a storm like that. Kat says, I'm grateful for this beautiful day and the opportunity it will bring. I'm proud of my daughter and how strong she is in adversity. And I am awesomely enough. I love it. Good job, Kath. Now, as you put in your gratitudes and your I'm proud ofs, we are going to do some breaths. Now, these breaths are to create space. And in the space, you can get what I have to offer today. In this space, you can hear what the universe is trying to tell you. In this space that we create with the breath, you can hear your inner voice telling you what you need to do next. It is a really powerful place. I highly recommend it. So let's take our first breath. Ready? Breathe in. Let it out. Scott says, I'm grateful for weekends with family. Good job, Scott. I'm proud of how you've built this beautiful Pearson nation that's dominating the world, dominating the marketplace, dominating love. I'm proud of you, buddy. Ready? Breathe in. Let it out. Breathe in. Let it out. Kathy says, I'm grateful for my amazing, healthy sons. Oh, the beating heart of a child, man. The beating heart of my kids. Oh, I love that. We're going to take one more breath. I want you to feel the cool air hit the back of your throat, go down into your lungs. And first I want you to be conscious that the capacity of your lungs. Just be grateful that your lungs can take a breath. I've been in the hospital room with someone that couldn't take a breath, so let's be grateful for that. And then I want you to go past that and feel the capacity, the infinity of you. There is no capacity on your spirit and your soul. So cool air back your throat, capacity, grateful for your lungs, infinity, grateful for that. Ready? Breathe in. Let it out. All right, today we are doing part 2 of how to stick to it. Now let's review yesterday really quick, okay? First, let's review that I have some credibility, stick to it. Married a long time, have awesome kids for a long time, owned a business for over 22 years, been doing this show every morning, haven't missed a day, and I get up every morning and I get a run or a walk in every single day. I missed twice in like the last 4 months. All right, that's why I have credibility as far as stick to it goes, and that I can teach you that. The thing we talked about yesterday is your brain, what you say goes out your mouth, in your inner ear, down in your spirit, and your spirit and the universe are collaborating to make that happen. So if you're saying, I can never stop smoking, I'm always going to smoke. If you're saying, I can never stick to an exercise program, that goes in your inner ear, down in your spirit and the universe are now going to collaborate to make that happen. Now when it's raining outside, you're like, well, I can't go because I always stop. Now when it's time to smoke the cigarette, you don't take the bite of apple. I'm telling you, what you say is a big part of why you're not sticking to stuff. Start saying, I stick to it. I finish things. I finish strong. Every day I get my move on. Every day I get my win in. Every day I call 10 customers. I am telling you, you have in you the stick-to-itiveness. Remember, when you were born, you had stick-to-itiveness. That's how you learn to walk, learn to talk, learn to eat, learn to ride a bike, because you had stick-to-itiveness. And now we're going to talk about the next thing, is what's going in your ear gate and your eye gate. That marker is terrible. Let's go with green today. What's going in your ear gate? What are you allowing yourself to hear? Are you letting other people tell you that you don't stick to stuff? Are you letting other people say, man, Michael, you're lazy. You don't do anything. Are you letting people say, you've started exercise programs before. You've started a diet before and you failed at it. So why would this time be any different? What are you allowing, because it is your gate, what are you allowing to go in your ear gate? You're in charge of that. You need to wake up and realize you get to decide what comes in here. Now, what are you allowing in your eye gate? Your beautiful little eye gate. What are you allowing yourself to see? Have you ever watched a documentary on fitness if you're trying to get fit? Are you watching videos that encourage you and lift you up and explain how to run a business? Are you watching videos on how relationships work if you're struggling in your relationship? I'm telling you, your ear gate and your eye gate, what you allow in there is going to determine your stick-to-itiveness, because it goes inside of your beautiful brain and in your soul, and your soul and your brain are trying to figure out, why is that coming in if Michael's trying to do this? Guard your ear gate. Guard your eye gate. Starting today, I want you to be aware of what you're watching, what you're listening to. Who is speaking to you, and you're allowing it to go in, and it's saying, you can't do this. Oh, you always fail at this. Oh, you've tried this 100 times and it's never worked. First, don't say that about yourself. Secondly, don't allow someone else to say it about you. And thirdly, what are you watching? There is so much information on what you're trying to stick to. What are you trying to stick to that you haven't been able to stick to it? What is your it? If this is stick-to-itiveness, I'm trying to show you how to stick to it. What is your it? Let's define that, and then we can start to watch videos and educate ourselves on how to stick to it. So that's part 2 of the series on how to stick to it. I want to encourage you to go ahead and start something. Yeah, but Michael, I mean, I've started a diet program 1,000 times and I've failed at it, Michael. I've started an exercise program 1,000 times and I've failed. I've tried to quit smoking literally 1,000 times, Michael, and I've always failed at it. That is you saying out your mouth, going in your inner ear, and now your soul and the universe are going to collaborate to make that happen. What if you said something new? What if you said, I always stick to it. I can go a whole hour walking. I can walk for an hour. I can go all day and eat raw vegetables. And I encourage you to, if you're going to stick to something, actually that should probably be another step. I'm not going to tell you that today. I'm going to tell you that tomorrow. So I want to encourage you. Stick-to-itiveness is in you. You were born with it. And then the riptide of life sucked you out and somebody convinced you and you allowed somebody to convince you and then you started convincing yourself that you can't stick to it. And that is not true. Your stick-to-itiveness muscle is just atrophied. And all we got to do is get it out and start working it and start exercising it. And it will start to grow and you will start pumping out stick-to-itiveness all over the place. I am for you. I want you to win. 3 calls to action. Show up here every morning at 9 a.m. If you're watching my live broadcast, show up here every morning at 9 a.m. I go live on Facebook every morning at 9 a.m. Number 2, share this video. This video will help somebody. Somebody's suffering right now. And if you're on one of my social medias, share this video right now. And number 3, if you're struggling to stick to it, I think I can help you, and I would love to help you. Now let's finish with a couple deep breaths so this will soak in. Let's put your hands right here, and I just want you to feel gratitude. And at the end of the breath, I want you to say, I am enough. We're going to do 2, and then we'll be out of here. Ready? Breathe in. Let it out. I am enough. Ready? Breathe in. Let it out. I am enough.